What's going on, everybody? This is Lady Luck. All right, I'm gonna get back to doing some music reaction videos tomorrow, but today I had to check this video out. This is Ponzi Patrol. He's another YouTuber that cracks down on these Ponzi schemes, and we bless God for it. And he did a video. Now, the video itself has been out for almost 2 weeks, I think. I'm not reacting to the video because of the video itself. It's because of the comments. But I'm gonna, just show parts of the video. First, Ponzi, please don't have my thing blocked. I just wanted to show this whole little scenario here. And then we're going to go to the comment section, because I got chimed into the comment section and saw some comments up in there. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? A couple days ago. And I was sitting here like, what the heck is going on in this comment section on this video? But anyway, let's check out the video and then we're going to go to the comments. First of all, is this Dap wearing what's this? Love Jesus shirt with the Beatles poster in the background. Lord, the Beatles poster in the background.
Excuse me, Stephanie is my best friend. That makes it my business. I'm sick.
Who in the world wrote that in there? The devil is a liar. Who wrote that in there? Let me tell you something. I don't care if this fake, real, or what. You don't put your hands on no woman's hair, because that's a butt whooping in the making. You must be out your mind. What the I knew he was insane a little bit, but hit the child. They should have really been tag teaming on wearing him out with a shoe, sock, a lamp, a broom, a mop, and that post on the wall. They should have popped his butt real good. Are you kidding me? He had to put a disclaimer on here like, listen, y'all don't ever do that. Don't put your hand in a woman's hair.
Okay, so maybe he doesn't actually beat women, but this does show that Dap, real name Dap.
Look at his goofy picture.
Why is this important? Well,
y'all,
who better to have?
That look like Nutty Professor a little bit to me. Without hair. Hold on. This is real.
Real name Dapolinu Dunbar.
Dapolinu. Let me tell you something.
Well, because
you put your head in somebody's hair. Yeah, he should have lost an arm.
Then this happens in a lot of Ponzi schemes, actually. Dapolinu is the intermediary between the people of NovaTech and the Petions. If you're in NovaTech, around, or if you follow NovaTech at all, because you're watching the train wreck.
Yeah, see?
Around as well. Before being the NovaTech spokesperson,
Dapolinu, I just don't understand why you felt the need to. You tried to listen. We're a Telegram group. Why are you putting all those weird virus posts up and stuff like that? You realize that many people probably have recorded and done took print screenshots of messages and videos and stuff to have as documentation. Do you not realize that's something you can't really get rid of? How do you all think that if you delete something that it just goes away permanently like that? That's not how that always works. How many situations have you heard in the news where someone blew up, became famous, got millions of dollars, and then some tweet or post that they had posted and deleted 10 years ago all of a sudden magically reappears? Because it was either print screenshot or recorded or saved somewhere, or probably even just stored to a backup server. I mean, I don't understand why you think that you're deleting it and it just goes away completely. That's not how servers work. And this just not even the nature. A lot of times when it comes to putting out information like that on social media platforms, which are public platforms, and I want you all to remember that, because that's going to become even more important as we go through these comments. But they're public platforms. They're not private. So there's no expectation of any privacy when you put out a post or video or picture or something and you make it available to the public. Now, I don't understand why, you would go out here and be a spokesperson and then try to turn around and delete everything that's connecting you to NovaTech all of a sudden. That's weird to me. But okay. All right, back to Dappolino putting his hands in women's hair.
Life insurance
for a play.
Yes, it's your boy
Whatever
Dap
it was.
Dunbar here with Tiger Financial Group, your life
It's your
insurance.
boy, it's your nephew, it's your cousin, it's your niece, it's your uncle, it's your brother.
Miami is about $7,000 per year. That's not bad.
It's not bad to sell something. If you're good at it, you can make more than that.
World, including trips to Dubai, or driving a $400,000.
Why are you showing off this car?
Where do you think you got this money from?
You know how many houses you can buy with that money?
Very likely that some of this money is stolen from you.
Lord have mercy.
This kind of lifestyle. At this
Louis
point,
Vuitton.
it's clear that he's connected.
Hold on. Is the orange bag what he bought, or the product inside the orange bag? Or is it inside the black bags? Or he just got empty Louis Vuitton bags just to take pictures with it? Is he even asleep? Child.
So anyone in NovaTech actually trust anything that this guy says. There's an update from Cynthia
Ugh, Lord.
where Dap was on a balcony with Cynthia.
Yeah, I'm just a peasant. I don't know nothing about no Louis Vuitton. I can't afford none of that.
Trying to catch up on the payments. I can't find this video now, but if you're
He can't find that video. Hold on, let me see if I can. Is this the video he was talking about?
You've been talking about wanting to get more and more support, and it's been a little challenging. We all can agree.
Why is his hat
We
so
also
big?
have to take accountability as well.
This it?
And know that we got to do our part on our side to make sure that we don't have these challenges.
Well, what you gonna do, Dad?
What I'm going to do? Well, what I'm going to do is let everybody know that I literally came wherever I needed to.
Did they plan that? It sounds like they planned that.
Herself.
It sounds like it was like a little script they decided to come up with on the spot. What you gonna do, Deb? People don't normally talk like that, little girl. There ain't no conversational piece. This the video he must be talking about, though.
To make sure
Y'all
y'all
can see in the background.
And we
Look at the background behind Dab's big head. That background back there, that's out over the ocean, over the water. There's no buildings out there. I just see nothing but water and sky. And you see a little reflection here in the mirror, in this glass. You see her sitting here in this reflection over here.
take care of some of these trouble tickets that we do have.
Oh, I see a
You wanna
sign
meet
post
somebody?
over there.
Say hi, guys.
Hi. What's up? What is BT?
BTGI.
BTGI.
And Team Diamond.
I know Team Diamond.
Why do you sound like an old married couple? First of all, she ain't doing no work. She's in there shopping. What you buying online, girl? She ain't working.
Right there. No.
For somebody that's always talking about we have system issues and we can't figure out what's wrong with it, you ain't working. You ain't working at all. Don't even say that. Don't tell that lie. You're like, dog, I was trying to buy me a dress.
That's our CEO, and I'm here to work for you.
Oh, girl.
So based on this, Dap is probably
So that was the video.
on camera with Cynthia besides Eddie, which means that Dap is clearly very close if he's able to get that kind of access to Cynthia. That makes it a bit
I don't understand why it would be hard for anybody to get that access to her. I mean,
times now.
who you think she is?
And Dubai isn't exactly the first choice for a vacation spot for most people coming from the U.S. Why would he be going back and forth to Dubai exactly?
Is that where he's from?
Ponzi schemers flee to. I've been saying it for at least 6 months that I think that they're going to be going there. Other people, especially in the NovaTech scam, now what Facebook group, shout out to those
I
guys.
love behind
They've been
MLM.
saying
They
it
good.
for well over a year now that they believe that Cynthia and were likely
soon turn up in Dubai.
This is about the time whenever they
Safe haven for
selling their
scammers,
house
or are they already
in
there?
Florida. The reason why these scammers go to Dubai is not because Dubai doesn't have an extradition treaty with the U.S., but they go there because Dubai doesn't.
So he said not because it doesn't have an extradition treaty with the U.S. So just so you all know, if you go on the Department of Justice website, and I know I've said, you know, this in comments, as well as put the actual document in videos. The U.S. has a bilateral cooperation agreement with the UAE, which would include Dubai, of course. And so when it comes down to investigations, I mean, if the U.S. wanted to come up with some sort of an agreement to have them extradited or at least arrested over there in Dubai, the U.S. could do that. Plus, these Dumpedians, from my understanding, are still U.S. citizens. I haven't seen or heard anything about them defecting and giving up their passports and, you know, denouncing their U.S. citizenship. So they're still U.S. citizens. I mean, Dubai doesn't have to let them stay over there, because it's not like they, you know, at the top of the food chain or anything over there. If it's a haven for scammers and criminals and stuff, trust me, you got people over there that are probably ranking higher in that food chain. When it comes to some criminal conduct, them peons will be at the bottom of the totem pole. And if no one is gonna just let somebody come, criminals don't like dumb criminals. And I'm not saying that they hate other criminals. No, I'm saying criminals don't like dumb criminals. Like criminals who've been doing it, got a huge syndicate, they have a whole operation going. They don't like dumb criminals. They don't like criminals that get caught, they get heat, they get unwanted attention, and then the next thing you know, they're moving into the neighborhood and they bringing all these investigations and all these cease orders and all these other things right along with them. Has anybody even tried to figure out if she actually gave evidence to the state of Wisconsin to prove that she paid any restitution or that $50,000 fine? Because all that evidence was due on June 4th, which was Sunday. Yeah, that was due June 4th. So she was supposed to have proven that she paid restitution and the fine through that cease order in the state of Wisconsin on June 4th, which was this past Sunday. They probably gave it to the 5th because the 4th falls on a weekend. It fell on a weekend, so they probably gave until yesterday to take care of whatever, to show proof that it's been paid. And I highly doubt she did that, because she ain't said nothing else to none of y'all. And on top of that, nobody knows what she is. I have my theories, but this time I'm going to reserve my right to keep that silent and to myself. I do have my theories, because you got to understand how criminals think and how they operate, especially if you're talking about going to a place where there's a whole lot of them. You guys should probably watch like some documentaries on some really big crime mob families type things, just to get an aspect of how they think and move and operate. They don't like dumb criminals. They do not like it when you get caught. And there's no loyalty amongst the thieves. So understand, if you're going possibly to Dubai and it's a lot of criminals out there hiding out, ain't no honor amongst thieves. So if there is a threat to any hindrance to any operation, okay, please believe that a lot of criminals out there, that said himself in one of them, that meeting with them diamonds or whatever they were, that they met with people that made more money in a week than he probably makes in a month or two. That could be true. And guess what? That would make them much more higher ranking and much more influential. They have more money, more power, more leverage, more protection, more security, more intel, more weapons, a lot of things than you do. So please believe, before y'all met with them, they probably already knew exactly who you were. Y'all can't help yourselves. Y'all got so many Zoom calls and videos and pictures and all this other stuff with your face plastered everywhere. Y'all don't know how to lay low. Them Pettyons, honey, she don't know how to lay low. Your ego is, girl. I say I got my theories. I'm just keep that to myself. But you don't know how to lay low either. So it's not like people didn't know who you were probably before you even went over there to Dubai. They don't care about you calling yourself a reverend CEO over there either in Dubai. No, they do not. They do not care about that. They probably laugh at that because they probably have no idea what that means, and it definitely doesn't mean that you have more clout. It doesn't mean you got more money at all. In Dubai, you are just another puppy in the litter box. Except you have been exposed to radiation and you're putting everybody else at risk. That's how they see you. Because that's how criminals see other criminals. When you have an alpha criminal at the top of the food chain, please believe me when I tell you they already knew who you were before you shook their hand. So, but I want you to keep living it up and have your fun, and you know, you got your whole gig going on, your videos and your photos and all that good stuff. Have fun and live it up, girl. Live it up. Keep going. Them folks in Dubai, guess what they gonna start doing? If you are in Dubai, guess what's gonna start happening? Because a lot of them probably pay off governments and judges and attorneys and lawyers and police officers and investigators and all kinds of stuff. That happens in every country. We're not going to pretend that it doesn't. It does. The end. Even in the U.S. You get people who get enough money, they start paying people off. Come on now. Let's not pretend that does not happen. But you're in Dubai. That's not known territory for you. They don't have laws like we do in the U.S. So don't think you're going to be over there bringing all that heat and unwanted attention, and then they're going to just sit back and just let you dwell in your common place or wherever you are if you over there in Dubai. And then they're not going to sit here and say, we ain't got time for this. It's the third investigator that came through here looking for her this week. She got to go. Guess what? Oh, that makes sure you get the hell on too. They will give you up faster than the government itself. Because you ain't finna mess them up and their money. Gotta think criminalistic about this for like 10 seconds. Trust me, when you do, it'll make sense. Ain't nobody finna sit here and let somebody come in and then they got all this unwanted attention and then they just gonna sit here and ruin everybody's plans over there. Because they not gonna stop making money. If they over there hiding out and they chilling, they know how to lay low. You do not. Your ego won't let you. So don't think for a moment they're gonna sit here and shower you with love and protection. No. The moment you a threat to them, they're gonna be like, y'all, she over there, house number 699. Go get her. Child boo. Yeah, I'm telling you all, you gotta watch some documentaries. You gotta understand how criminals think. And not on these little peas and carrots levels. I'm talking about on a huge syndicate level. Something beyond what she probably could come up with. They don't care about your title over there. They don't care about you calling yourself Reverend CEO. They don't care about that over there, girl. Come on now. I got my theories, but I ain't gonna tell y'all where my theories are.
This means that they do get an
if she over there
from the U.S. for some sort of financial crime that's not exactly breaking the law in their country, then they won't extradite for that. At least that's what's been happening with scammers like Joseph Haidt, was the chairman of the board of Carrot Bars and is now...
Who is that? Carrot Bars. He might even be worth all that.
Videos on my channel about GS Partners if you're interested in that. A lot of the NovaTech high-up promoters like James Corbett.
Y'all got to remember, like, okay, what value is she adding to Dubai? What value are you adding to Dubai over there? All those people y'all was shaking hands with, those wealthy sheiks and people over there they're almost like oligarchs. They're billionaires over there. What value, what good would you be to them over there? That's just a question. It's a food for thought. Like, what would you have to do for them to, if you're in Dubai, for them to have to protect and shield you from any investigations? Because you already got 3 cease orders following you everywhere you go. and your picture and your videos, y'all can't, like I said, look at it. They can't help themselves. So wherever y'all go, y'all always in front of a camera. So what value are you adding over there to Dubai? Y'all being some real dumb criminals. In my opinion, I think y'all being some really dumb criminals. Y'all act like y'all still in the U.S. over there. Yo, what value are you all adding to Dubai if that's the case? Like I said, just some more puppies in the litter box.
Some of those guys.
Another puppy in the litter box.
Actually promoting that now.
Dumb criminals.
Quick tip: it's a scam too, so don't get involved. If you were involved in NovaTech and you still don't think that it's a Ponzi scheme and a scam, well, you're probably just as delusional as Larry Golden.
Boy, Larry.
Huh?
Local regulators and to the SEC.
That was bad. That's funny.
Or the financial regulators in your country.
Larry.
Because it's the only chance that you're going to have to get your money back, despite
Okay.
what your upline is telling you. Your upline is going to be telling you not to report it to the SEC because that.
Y'all, Dap tried to say that in the whole video. And then when I did my debunk Dap Dunbar and his nonsense, I said, look, the last thing he want to do is piss me off, Dap. Saying some nonsense like that, knowing that it's intimidation. That's all it is. That can be taken as intimidation. Telling people not to report fraud, which is illegal, to the SEC or the CFTC or any governing authority that you can report these crimes to. I mean, you realize it's more than 2 agencies you can report this type of fraud to, right? I hope you know that, Dapolino. There are more than 2 agencies in the U.S. that this type of fraud could be reported to anyway. So, y'all playing with people's money. What do you expect? What do you expect? You're playing with people's money. You might be able to get over it, but everybody might not be cool with that. And you cannot force them to be okay with losing thousands of dollars. Some people probably don't care if it's 500. It might just be the principle of the situation. Like I said, y'all are just little puppies over there in their litter box in Dubai. Dumb criminals over there. Dubai, if they are over there, I'm telling y'all, y'all know that y'all can still make y'all money with or without them. Come on now. They just looking at y'all laughing half the time.
No text to get that down, get your money back.
Reverend CEO, what is that?
So your only chance of possibly
They don't care about that over there.
Saying this for 6 months now is to report it to the SEC. You need to be on the list. If you're skeptical about NovaTech at all at this point,
oh yeah,
you finally realize that you've been scammed, then please go report it to the proper authorities. And you need the government.
He done came up. That studio upgrading.
So they can do
Ponzi patrol.
Your uplines and top promoters like Gap, for example, and they can take some of that money back and then try to. Yeah,
because they'll take all the assets.
If you take a look at a recent example of this, you can look at eMiniFX. It was about a
Lord.
by Eddie Alexander.
Yeah, this is the same thing I said about the Oasis International. Y'all need to read on that case law. That the money that they took from him, he had gold, jewelry, cars, houses. They're gonna take anything that could be of value, any asset that could be of value, and turn it into liquidity. Basically, they're gonna sell it and get whatever money they can get out of it and put it into a victims fund. Yes, the government will get their percentage off the top, and then the rest will go to the victims fund, so they can start paying people back with it. But y'all playing $262.5 million. Y'all playing with people's money. Good Lord.
They called back.
They recovered $173 million.
I believe. So it does happen. It is possible. They did this back in the day with Zeke Rewards as well. So make sure that you report it. I'll leave a couple.
These crypto scams are catching it.
Do that.
Because ain't nobody playing with y'all.
They're going to do it. So you be one of those people. Comment your thoughts below on NovaTech and how this has turned out for you. If you finally realize that it's a scam at this point, also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to keep getting updates on Ponzi schemes. Until next time, keep it trolling.
So, yeah, this is why. Hold on. This is why I wanted to react to this video. Y'all look at this comments over here. Lord have mercy. Larry Golden showed up 2 days ago. Please take me off this video. I'm not a part of NT alleged scam. Larry, it's not alleged. 3 cease order says that it is so. It is so. Yes, it is so. The investigations and the cease orders says that it's so. Amen. If I would knew this info 6 months ago, I would have never invested my money into NovaTech or shared it. I believed in my heart because the person who shared it with me was just a regular person sharing NT. I will be deleting my NT videos today. I understand you want to delete this. See, the whole issue is, like I said earlier, deleting this stuff doesn't mean that it necessarily just goes away. It doesn't. You know, and then this is all because you all call yourselves sharing it, but you don't understand the definition of the term promote. You're raising public awareness about something that can actually potentially earn you more money in revenue. Because they have this affiliate crap going on that they had anyway with NovaTech. So when you fail to look up definitions of words, it is in my own honest opinion, you can't get mad and then try to delete stuff like it never existed. That's not how it works. This is also not how it works when you decide to create a YouTube channel. You all make y'all videos not only available to the public to view, but you're posting that video on a very public platform. There is no expectation of privacy when it comes to that video or your image in it or your words that you state in it. When you decide to release this to the public, unprohibited, on a public platform like YouTube. This is why I said in my last video I did where I just ranted, you guys gotta have integrity and you gotta have more dignity. You got to understand the responsibility that your words carry and bear when you put out these videos talking about something. Now, I know I left several comments in Larry's videos saying, dude, this is a Ponzi scheme. And I never called NovaTech a Ponzi scheme because I thought it was my opinion. I've always said it was a Ponzi scheme because there are 3 cease orders that have done their due diligence, have done investigations and gathered evidence, plus the many violations of the federal laws that directly relate to what is defined as a Ponzi scheme, the fact that they're selling HYIPs, the fact that they have not proven anything about trading. There's no proof of trading. I have literally myself researched to find financial statements. There are none. Not only have they violated laws in the US and in Canada, they also violated a whole regulation in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I also posted that document up in a video. So there's just so much evidence that points towards this being a Ponzi scheme, and their money transmitting services is not licensed. That's on the FinCEN website. Their so-called smart bit ATM they have, that's not licensed. That license expired. So this is documentation and evidence. If I was able to pull this information by Googling it online, what do you think that these government agencies issuing these cease orders are able to get? That's why I kept saying that it's just reckless to even promote NovaTech once the first cease order came out from California. So this is not something you can just delete now and just pretend like it didn't exist. What you can do is get rid of your pride and your arrogance and say something in a video, apologize, and then say, there are options to help people to file a claim with SEC or FTC or Google it. There's a whole list of agencies you can actually report this to. And put that information out there, and then you let the people that are listening to your videos decide what they want to do. But to willfully or intentionally withhold information can also be seen as providing a false narrative. There are whole laws about that you can Google and read about. I would advise you to start with the definition of the term promote, Larry. You gotta understand what you're doing in your videos and take some accountability. Come on now. And you want people to just delete a video? This is reporting. You also need to read the First Amendment, freedom of speech and freedom of the press. You need to read about that. So Ponzi was like, no thanks. You're a major part of the problem. You've continued to promote the scam long after it collapsed. You did, Larry. You did. It took you 1,000 years. You just now said 2 days ago that you're going to take down your videos and all that other stuff and the link. And you ain't the only one that was promoting it. It said flat out, oh, I'm going to go ahead and just take down my links. Why y'all didn't do that after the first cease order or the second cease order or the third one? Why didn't you do that after the cease order with Wisconsin came out? That just came out, what, March, April? They were supposed to have submitted evidence to prove that they paid restitution and that civil fine by June 4th. So May 4th, they were supposed to pay. So March 4th is when the cease order from Wisconsin came out. Why didn't you take down your videos or stop promoting that Ponzi scheme going back to March 4th when the cease order in Wisconsin was released, Larry? That's my question. So, there's a little dialogue back and forth. He was like, you knew it was a scam. 3 cease orders don't lie. Evidence don't lie. Research investigations don't lie. Laws don't lie. Evidence doesn't lie. And facts and laws are not a matter of opinion. Those terms are not even used interchangeably. You can't just, y'all can't just call everything an opinion and dismiss laws and evidence and facts. That's not how it works. You can't go into court talking about, well, I believed in my heart of hearts and stuff. A judge gonna be like, okay, I understand that, but you do understand that you were made aware several times, and here's all the proof where people were telling you this is a Ponzi scheme because all these cease orders, all this evidence, all this information, all this stuff is out here. You can't claim willful ignorance or tactical stupidity or confirmation bias. Those terms are actually used interchangeably. And if you think I'm trying to call somebody stupid, no, you need to look up the definition of that term as well. Tactical stupidity is the same as willful ignorance or confirmation bias. It's a willful or intentional denial of the truth, of facts and evidence, choosing to ignore it and then pretend like you don't know it exists. Look stuff up and read stuff, Larry. Read definitions of terms and laws. Read this stuff. Read the cease orders. You don't need to say alleged scam if you read the cease orders. How about ask yourselves, in every single cease order, they had 30 days to file a request for a hearing. Why didn't they do that? That's the opportunity that these dumb peons would have had to actually present evidence to try to prove that NovaTech is actually trading, that it's registered, that it's licensed, that everything is in order. Why did they not go to the hearing that they were actually summoned to in Canada? I know what you all are already going to say, you promoters of NovaTech. Well, I don't know. I can't answer that. That's the problem. Y'all can't answer that, but you kept promoting it. Willful ignorance is not a defense in court. That's part of the problem. You did not want to admit the truth. And I even said, maybe he going through the 7 stages of grief or something, denial or whatever. But it's not gonna fare well for him when he's finally snapped into reality. He gonna realize, man, I done put my foot in my mouth. Because now you wanna see him have people take down stuff. Child boo. No, the answer is no. I don't think Ponzi Patrol, this ain't the first time that somebody done threatened or intimidated him with something like this. I don't think this is his first rendezvous with this. So I'm sure he has an attorney on retainment. And we do have First Amendment, and it's not one-sided. You're not the only one with the right to free speech in your opinion or reporting or any of that. We just know not to promote a Ponzi scheme. I mean, good God in heaven. Why do that? What is that going to benefit you? So he was like, just because I believe something and promote what it can do for me. Yeah, but you promoted it. That's the problem. I promote hard work. I promote my Jesus. Ain't nothing wrong with those things because those things are not scams. You can promote hard work. That's not a scam. You can promote God. That's not a scam. You can promote Weebull. I don't know. You can promote Live Good. That might be, but you don't know that. You're not going to destroy my character. Here's this defamation, these terms of destroying characters of defamation and slander and libel. Larry, you better watch my video where I go over those definitions and the laws and how First Amendment free speech, it actually applies to those 3 laws as well. You can't just say somebody's defaming your character because you just don't like what's being said. If he's giving his whole opinion here, this is protected speech. I hope you know that. It is my opinion that all the things I've said is, aside from the facts and evidence, like cease laws, the cease orders and laws, and evidence supporting the cease orders, those things can be looked up. And I have done that. I have literally done my due diligence and researched and found factual evidence, gone over the cease orders and reported those things. Those things are also available to the public. If I found it online in Google searches, so can you, Larry. But you can't sit here and then get mad when this stuff starts to come back and it does a full boomerang effect and pops you in the head. Because in my opinion, I told you, y'all not gonna like it when this stuff start crumbling down. You're gonna be real embarrassed. What are you all gonna say to the people you brought into this? Come on now. I've been saying this for months to stop promoting. He said you promote first of all, you need to get that stuff tested with Live Good. It sounds like it's nothing more than Herbalife. And I don't think you understand the concept of Herbalife and that MLM and all the lawsuits that's been filed against that. Even if they won, you still need to look up some information on that stuff. Look at the Live Good. You need to look at them products and see what's in it. It could be just powdered placebo, in my opinion. Could be nothing more than powdered placebo with a little caffeine in it. And some food dye. You don't know what's in that stuff. Is Live Good even FDA approved? Seriously. Y'all just go promoting stuff and you have no idea what's going on with it. Oh, Lord. So, choosing to not research. Y'all keep talking about people need to do their due diligence. You're not doing your due diligence. You're not doing that either. It's hypocritical to say that, in my opinion. It's very hypocritical for you to tell somebody to do their due diligence when you don't do yours. Child boo. You're not going to destroy my character, blah, blah, blah. I'm asking you to remove myself from your channel. I have 2 daughters that I've invested my money in. Okay, then you need to talk to your daughters, sit them down, if they're 18 and over, and tell them, here are your options. I looked it up, and then you let them choose what they want to do. Start with them. You brought your daughters into this. You think you're the only person that brought relatives into this Ponzi scheme. You're not the only one that recruited people that they knew and loved into this Ponzi scheme. I said in a month ago in a video, some of y'all recruiters, y'all gonna have to get all the people down in your downlines together, have a dinner, cook a meal, and then talk to them and tell them NovaTech is a Ponzi scheme. They got 3 cease orders. They got all this evidence going on. You know, the law and these investigations has pretty much deemed this to be a Ponzi. And they on the run. Don't nobody know where they at. Lady Luck Club got her theories, but she ain't telling nobody. So we need to figure out what we're going to do. And here are the options that I found online. And then you guys let me know what you want to do. Start with that conversation, Larry. Talk to your daughters and then let them choose. See, this is the problem. When you all out here promoting all this nonsense, you're not giving people all the information they need to make a well-informed decision. Once again, you cannot talk about due diligence hypocritically when you're not doing your due diligence. For once in your life, sit down and do some due diligence, research this stuff, and say, here are all the options available on how we can go about doing this. Now, which option do you all want to do? You can pick any of these options here, or you can choose to do nothing, but that's still your choice. Let me know what you would like to do, and I will support you and help you as much as I can. How hard is that to tell your daughters? How hard is that, Larry? I don't want to hear your mouth. You can do that. I will not apologize to anyone for what I believed in. Okay, but you believed in a Ponzi scheme. And you just said that you brought your daughters into this and you don't want nobody defaming your character. So if you're not going to apologize for it, why are you asking him to take down his reporting on this? To me, if you're going to be unrepentant about it, then why even bring it up? Now I'm just confused. Chabu. Hey, my name is here. You were warned by lots of people, including me, Lady Luck Club, Paul Hardingham, Rory Singh, behind MLM, FB groups, and multiple governments. He was. That is the truth. I know I left comments in there. Take my image off your video. No thanks. Oh man, then the comments got spicy. Sir Don. Yeah. Y'all. Okay. So he asked you to come on into a video to do an apology. You don't even have to go into, somebody else's video to do it. Larry, you're a grown man. You can do an apology video yourself, but you already said arrogantly that you're not going to apologize for it. So, all right. What are you talking about here if you're not going to apologize for it? Obviously, you don't feel any remorse. You don't think you've done anything wrong then. See, once again, you making the decisions for your daughters that you could just go to them and talk to them. Are you all upset with daddy? Because I really screwed up with that. Because parents, we're not perfect. This is from one parent to another parent. Parents aren't supposed to be perfect. We're going to make mistakes. But when I say something to my kids that's out the way or hurtful to them, I have to apologize to them because I want them to understand the power of an apology and to seek forgiveness and to remind them that mommy's not perfect. So when you do something, even if you did not intend on hurting them, once you realize that this could be very bad for my kids, my family, go to them as the grown man that you claim to be. Sit down and talk to them. For goodness sake, Larry. Talk to them. And say, here are all the options that I found in videos, and show them my videos. I ain't got nothing but documentation and evidence in there. Stuff I found online. Just research it. Here are all the choices. Now you all let me know how you want to proceed with this. And you have my full support. Why is that so difficult? And then you see it till my pride comes before the fall. Y'all kill me with this cherry picking the scriptures. You can't cherry pick scriptures. You can't do that. It's almost a mockery to God to sit here and be hypocritical when it comes to the Bible. Because in all that get some understanding, you failed to do that. I mean, you talking about pride, and you're the one with the pride saying you're basically not even going to be apologetic over it. So I honestly don't even know why you even hopped in the comment section and even made a demand that's so silly to me. Chabu. Ponzi Patrol said, I get cease and desist from lawyers all the time. Now, anybody can send a cease and desist letter, preferably from your attorney. Cease and desist orders come from either the federal courts or a government agency. All three cease orders that these dumb peons got came from government agencies and are enforceable by federal courts. So if they violated this last one they got from Wisconsin, that can turn into an enforceable action. And it goes to the federal court in that district. And then the federal courts is going to say, now you're in contempt of this court order. And now they're going to take it from there. The prosecutor, the DEA, going to file indictment charges for contempt of court order, violation of all these laws. They owe all this money. They have a fine. And then it goes from there. This is why I said I have my theories about where they might be at and all that. But if they are in Dubai, why it wouldn't be hard to just give them up? Because if those court orders turns into enforceable actions, now you're talking about an indictment and federal charges. Who in the world that's supposed to be hiding out in Dubai as a criminal will want a dumb criminal there that's got now indictments and charges and people looking for them? A whole nother country wanted them to come back to answer to charges. They gonna be like, get gone, girl, you got to go. Go home. Go back to the U.S. Yeah, you got to go home. We ain't finna do all that over here. You're gonna mess us all up. Because that's how it goes. Watch any documentary about crime families and how they operate. I promise you, they would not have a problem giving off a tip. This is where she lived, and I just saw her leave to go to the grocery store. That's it. Done. They ain't gonna sit here and have all that. You bring all the extra attention over there. Girl, I done told you, come on back to the U.S. You'll be all right. I don't think there's certain places you should not want to go and piss people off anyway. I don't think you want to just go piss people off in Dubai. I mean, they don't seem like they play about their money or anything you might be doing that could cause an interruption or a hindrance to that. You already at the bottom of the totem pole over there. And you got people over there that's way more wealthier than you, with way more influence and power and leverage, and a lot more politicians and judges in their pocket. Last thing you want to do is piss those people off. I even know that. I understand why you being this hard-headed, but you better calm down, girl. Little girl. Larry, you too. I didn't admit NovaTech was BS. You should have. That's it. You should have. In my humble opinion, you should have admitted it was BS. You still talking about a alleged scam. You better read them cease orders. I'm invested in NovaTech. Most of the people in these videos are. You ain't the only one, Larry. Stop being selfish and thinking about yourself. You think about your daughters for once. Go to them and talk to them. Chabu. I don't want to see nobody hurt. It took me 2 days to convince my mother not to have her money or anyone else's money invested in NovaTech on her behalf. 2 days. So, yeah, it's not always going to be an easy feat to try to convince people that all these numbers you seeing in this fake demo account with this stupid calculator they keep talking about, that's not real. No country is going to give up their whole GDP so that you can make all this money with this inflated calculator. That's not realistic or sustainable. Because you would need all the money in the U.S. for 40,000 people to enjoy 156% APY over 5 years. For 50,000 people to get that would require the entire U.S. GDP. That's all our money in the country. What the heck is wrong with you people? Y'all don't believe in the top 1% having the nation's wealth, but you think the 40 to 50,000 people NovaTech should? Y'all better kick rocks barefoot. Kick rocks barefoot. Anybody finna do that? So the comment section got even more spicy. I'm not reading it all because y'all can. And I have some comments that I want to show as well. But yeah, this all of it. Lord have mercy. Ponzi Patrol Sir Don with the end on him. Larry, life goes on. But everybody is not going to be okay with losing money. And your pride is going to come before your fall too. Keep racking up your subscribers. Ponzi only got 1,000 subs. I think you got, what, a little over 400? Larry. Child boo. I done already said if you see that my views on my NovaTech videos are lower than views I do for a music reaction, then I'm not making a lot of money off of reporting on NovaTech. That means that if he only got, why hasn't he blown up? Why hasn't Ponzi Patrol blown up and got 20,000 subs like BOJ over there? Where in my personal opinion, half of them might be bots. Why he ain't got over 20,000 subscribers? Because that people don't all do this for views. It's hypocritical for you all to keep saying y'all just doing these videos to get attention and views, when these videos that I do on my channel, I can speak for my channel. These videos that I do on my channel don't have as many views as I do when I react to any of the artists that I feature on my channel. I have YouTube shorts that got more views in 2 hours than I could get on a NovaTech video in 1 week. So don't sit here and say everybody is, when I actually can prove it with the views on my videos. Don't sit here and say that people are doing videos for views. NovaTech doesn't generate me views on my videos on my channel like that. I can't even say that I've had a lot of subs to join because of my NovaTech videos. And I have a lot of them. I can't even say that, even 5% of my subscribers are, or supporters rather, because I consider anybody in the LLC a supporter. I can't even say that 5% of my supporters have joined because of my reporting on NovaTech. I was at 20,000 subs after 5 months of being on YouTube because of my reaction videos to music. So, no, that is a farcical lie. And I have a whole channel and videos to prove that. This is not because of views and, oh, you mentioned NovaTech. Y'all make yourselves way more important than you should. That's laughable. That's just like her going over there, if she's in Dubai, going over there telling everybody I'm Reverend CEO. Child, please. You making yourself way more important than you should over there. That defeats the purpose of laying low. Ain't nobody gonna care about that. They don't care about that over there, girl. They want you to sit out somewhere and hush. Bringing all this heat with you and all these cease orders and all these violations of laws and investigations from 2 different countries. Let's not forget they pissed off Russia. Okay? Can we not forget they pissed off Russia? They got a securities warning from Russia. Once you land on their crap radar, you stay on it. So it's not like they forgot that, they sent you a warning. But you got Canada and the U.S. restricted on your restricted list, not doing business with list. And you got cease orders and investigations. And then you're not even adhering to the actual cease orders. And then you got the audacity to think you be able to hide out in Dubai with them folks over there when they trying to hide out. For real. You bringing all that heat with you, girl. Like I said, I got my theories, but not gonna tell y'all. Larry, you're gonna have to talk to your daughters. This is your page as of May 22nd. Talk to your daughters. I mean, you got NovaTech all over here. After the third cease order was released, you took your time on trying to separate yourself from NovaTech. Boy, you took your sweet time with that. You talked to your daughters and had them listen. These disclaimers don't mean nothing either. And you can ask any digital assets attorney. You probably should call one. I always tell y'all that in my videos. Please call an attorney and ask questions until their ears bleed. This is reporting information here. This is what you had on your page that you made available to the public. You understand? This ain't no joke. People probably signed up because of this. I mean, you know, me asking the question and this is my curiosity at play here. They're promoting this garbage. Larry, talk to your daughters. Sit them down and ask them what they want to do. Tell them what's going on. You're trapped in some alternate reality. Come on now. You were still advertising this stuff heavy after the third cease order from Wisconsin dropped. Come on now. Talk to them. That's the best thing you can do at this point as a parent. Give your kids all the information they need to make a well-informed decision. That's part of, as a parent, that's part of how we teach our kids as well, by example. We lead by example. There's nothing wrong with apologizing to them and saying, Daddy, sorry for promoting this and pulling y'all into this. I did not do my due diligence, or they bamboozled me as well as everybody else. Whatever, however you want to put that. But here's what I propose we do. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. And then you tell them, now which one do you all want to do? I personally don't care about losing my money, but I do care about helping you all recoup. Because I think the worst thing you can do is to try to make that decision for them, and then they still feel some type of way about it. And they don't want to tell you because they're scared that you might not even care, since you claiming you don't even want to apologize. This is my opinion. Since you said in the comments you don't owe anybody any apologies or anything, I would assume that includes your daughters. But yet, they might be scared to tell you how they really feel about it. Because you already got your pride coming before your fall. Your pride worse than the walls of Jericho. When it come down, it's going to come down hard, though. And it's going to hurt. Talk to your daughters. Y'all, this is the comments that I had to take pictures of from Tune Into TJ, whatever your name is. Let me tell you something. When y'all make this stuff public, why y'all doing videos and then you open up the comment section if you know you're not going to like half the comments that come into it? The fact that y'all are deleting comments is an infringement upon free speech. If you choose to make the comments available to the public, then you deleting them, it just makes you look very cowardly, like you can't handle something or hiding something. Y'all not removing stuff because, you know, it's foul or it's violating YouTube guidelines. You're removing it because it's negative. Do you not understand how free speech works? I don't get it. So when you talk about somebody being a hater and all this other stuff, y'all use that term hate a lot to be Christians. And most times, every other word is hate, 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 hate. And you're supposed to be Christians. It's disturbing to me. I don't know about this boy here, but I know all the rest of y'all always talking about y'all Christians and stuff. One of y'all said y'all a pastor. But yet hate, 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 hate comes out of your mouth more than it should. Haters of a Ponzi scheme when she failed to go to hearings to defend it herself. Pathetic. Because she failed to go to the hearings. First of all, California, they issued a cease order and it was signed. I literally featured that document in at least 2 of my videos. My last video that I did with just the facts, you will see the entire cease order from California with the signature. I even pulled up when I was debunking Dunbar and his nonsense in that video. I even pulled up information on Marianne Smith who signed that cease order from California. She's a licensed attorney. Why would you want to make that woman mad? I don't understand. And then to make her mad by lying about her not signing a cease order. I don't understand that. Why would you even want to put that out there? Why even say that? Just, if you're going to be ignorant to it, don't say nothing about it. But don't sit here and lie about it, knowing that it can be factually proven that she indeed signed it. That's what happened with this boy here. I have plenty of proof. Thanks for watching and commenting. Don't cast stones and label things until you have concrete proof. Obviously, he didn't know who I was, or he never seen my videos, and that's okay. But I mean, you could have just Googled and read it and pulled it up. It's literally available to the public. I think he mentioned he actually lives in California. Why you couldn't go put in a public request under a FOIA request for the Freedom of Information Act? You could have went to, maybe start with the Department of Public Records out there in California and requested a copy of that cease order with the signature. I mean, I found it online, though. You can literally Google it. So, I have concrete proof. I'm the last person you need to be testing that theory with when it comes to concrete proof. It's pathetic. I have plenty of proof. Of course, naturally. Oh, and then he said, I am normally very patient and understanding, because I told him to stop lying to people. When he said that the cease order was not signed, that was an actual lie. That cease order is signed. And it's not defamation to say that you're lying about something that can be factually proven to be true. Obviously, you don't understand definitions of terms either, so I'm going to need you to define the term lie, truth, libel, slander, defamation. Like, you need to look all those words up. Promotion, wire fraud. You definitely should Google wire fraud. Please look at the definition of wire fraud. False, misleading statements. More words you should define. I'm normally very patient. I understand when people sharing their sentiments and beliefs on my channel. This is not a sentiment or a belief. It is a fact. It is a matter of fact and evidence. The entire agency that signed that cease order, because they have to investigate the allegations, gather evidence, draft the order, and then give them 30 days to request a hearing, which the dumb Pettons had. They failed to do that, and then once they realized on the 31st day, we're going to be at rest, we're going to sign this, and it's going into effect. They had 30 days to request a hearing just to try to defend this. They failed to do it. See, this is what happens when you don't read things. Okay. My sentiments and beliefs on something that's factually proven and concrete proof. Like he said, concrete proof. Yeah, no, that's concrete proof. But when you start calling me names and painting me as a liar, I draw the line. You've been warned. Oh, God. What name did I call you? Oh, I didn't know saying that you were lying when you were actually lying was calling you a name. Are we 5 years old here? How old are you? I was like, where did I call you a name? I wanted this to be out here because this has to be the craziest thing I've ever seen or encountered in my entire life since I've been on YouTube and doing a whole channel. And I don't want, listen, I don't call people names. I call it like it is. If you're lying, I'm saying that you're lying. Now, I hadn't called him a liar, but I said you're lying to people. I said stop lying to people. But I can just call you a liar if you want it more concrete. You are a liar when you're lying about a cease order not being signed. That is what you lied about. See, the best defense to libel and slander and defamation is the truth. So the burden of proof would be on you and your attorney, good luck to that, actually proving that I made a provable false statement when I said that you were lying about the cease orders not being signed. Good luck to that. Because you should probably not put your foot in your mouth and learn how to read more documents and stop thinking that everything is just a matter of opinion when we have facts, laws, and evidence in place that has nothing to do with your opinion. I didn't state a sentiment or a belief. I gave you a factual statement and said I have plenty of proof. It's proof that's available to the public as well. Where you been? Don't you live in California? Where you been all this time? Welcome to Earth. You can Google. It's out there on the internet. So he went on with his nonsense about inferring a liar. I'm saying that you did lie, and that makes you a liar, I guess. I don't know how you want to take that. I can share whatever feelings or beliefs I have. If you don't like it, don't watch it. It's not a belief. You're literally lying to people saying that the cease order was not signed. You didn't ask a question. You didn't say in your opinion. That's not a matter of opinion either, because it's something that can be factually proven true. I hope you understand this. If it's too complex for you, you probably should call an attorney and ask them about all of this. I always encourage that. Ask an attorney. Call an attorney and ask them. What's the difference between opinion and the fact? If I have proof, or the person has proof, and calling me a liar, is that defamation if I actually lied? Like, ask questions. Paying you as a liar, where's the proof the cease order does not have a signature? Intimidation and fear tactics against those who report Ponzi schemes. No integrity whatsoever in you. So I would take pics of my comments in case you delete. Because he did. He deleted my comments. Yeah, because he thinks that freedom of speech works one way. And he thought my comments were just being negative. Or painting him to be a liar when he lied about a cease order not being signed. So, womp womp. Because truth and laws will prevail. And have it as proof that you cannot claim willful ignorance. How about this? You were warned. Boy, don't play with me. Don't play with me. You literally lied. And then, I gave you part of the definition of this stuff at the bottom. You're welcome. And yeah, this is the last part of it. Because then I just went ham in on it. It's like, this is the disgusting part about all of this, is that you had people that literally were still saying dumb things like that months after the California cease order has already been released to the public with signatures. Now, here's why you have these government agencies that issue these cease orders and put this information out there, why they choose to not always respond. Because it's out there to the public, and this is silly and petty. Like, I went on, in the comments, but I don't want anyone to actually take this as, oh, what he said is the gospel. No, you should be giving the full story to someone. Tell them the whole truth. Even if it means talking about the cease orders. Something I've been saying that at least 2 or 3 channels still has not done to this day. Do you really want me to keep calling your names? Or are you going to at least pretend like you're trying to read the cease orders and bring it up? Because people just have the right to hear that. Because of integrity. I can't take you seriously. You call yourself a pastor or a Christian. And you have truth and documentation available at your fingertips when you Google it. And then you still choose to ignore the truth. I don't think Jesus would appreciate all this willful ignorance either. It's got to be really annoying to God to know that you can get more understanding and to gain more knowledge and to do things in decency and in order. See, I can quote a whole lot of things from the Bible. But the fact that you all you promoted a Ponzi scheme and then you don't even care if people get their money back shows that you have no soul, no integrity, no character, no dignity, nothing. You're like a soulless miscreant roaming the earth. To all those who are carrying on as if you have nothing to be apologetic over, or you don't have a story, you don't have a side that you want to share, you don't have any remorse. You just want people to move on to the next pump and dump scheme you want to promote that's going to collapse. I mean, it's so pathetic. And it's sickening. It's disgusting. And the fact that I even had to do this is annoying to me. Because I don't delete comments off my videos. I just don't get them like that, but I don't delete them. And the one time I had to, I recorded it and put it in a video. Because the commenter called me a racial slur. But that's in the whole video. I exposed all the comments and put it in a video. So I technically didn't delete it off to where no one could read it. I just recorded them, put it in a video, and then let people be aware of why I deleted the comments. But here it is, a whole video. So technically the information is still out there. Because I'm not going to be called a racial slur. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that at all. If you got to resort to doing that, you don't have a brain or defense or proof of anything. And this should fare well for you in court. Because at the end of the day, you can't holler willful ignorance or this is just my opinion or my belief when it comes to facts and evidence. You can't go saying that crap in court. Court hearings are not YouTube videos and YouTube channels. And I've said that before. It's disgusting that people think that, this is okay to do, but it's not. So, either way, yeah. And I've already submitted this off. So I don't have a problem posting this up. It's easy to file a claim or tip with the SEC. If you want to be eligible for the whistleblower program, I encourage you to think about that. But you cannot be anonymous if you choose to do that unless you have an attorney to represent you. But if you choose to be anonymous and you don't, and you want to qualify for the whistleblower program, they got to know who to contact if you do get an award. And yes, they give awards. They do that. So you just got to be prepared to be able to cooperate, but they do protect you from retaliation as well. So this nonsense about, I'm warning you. Yeah, okay. That's funny. But I'm glad you know how to use that word. I highly doubt you understand the definition, but that's my opinion. God. But all right, you guys, make sure you think about that. If you've lost money in NovaTech, the e-wallet, whatever, that money transmitting should not even be in effect because it's not licensed. If you don't believe me, I have documentation on that in my Just the Facts video. So the best thing she can do is let it shut down. Because with her trying to prolong it, she's already stalling by not shutting down the website. But by her trying to renew or prolong that e-wallet website where the transactions occur, she's really messing herself up even more. I don't even know if I want to speak further on that because I'm not trying to look out for that little girl at this point. That's why I'm going to keep my theory to myself about where I believe she may or may not be. I'm not going to say nothing, and I'm just going to let that unfold as it may. But, all right, you guys, make sure you keep your evidence, documentation, talk to your downlines, apologize to them if you feel anything about this, or, get ready to lose a lot of sleep, because this has got to be the worst thing ever if you don't feel any remorse. And you knew that these cease orders existed, and you still chose to promote this Ponzi scheme. I don't know what else to tell you. But God don't bless your mess. He will not do that. You can't pick and choose when you want to be a Christian or when you want to use scriptures or when you want to talk about an opinion or any of that. That's not how it works. And they about to still feel the effect of it. And the money you all earn, them downlines that y'all think not being reported, oh, y'all got it coming. Trust me when I tell you, you're not going to enjoy it. If you got this much arrogance going on here, and like I said, he deleted these comments off his video. If you're that arrogant to think that, this is just being negative. No, this is you trying to keep up this facade and this farce. And you don't think it's going to hurt somebody? If you got people that actually still believe that the cease order in California was not signed. That's a lie from the pit of hell.